Oh, hey guys! The Amethyst here. Sorry, this is kind of like a little thing because I just finished recording the main audio, but I just realized that I pronounced uh, the girl who's bully's name wrong. It's DreamNekoTV, not Neko Dream TV. Sorry, I wanted to put that out. I'll put the text in the video, but yeah, I just wanted to point that out. The video itself is kind of weird in its sense, but I'll mention it's gonna get mentioned later. But yeah, it's kind of jumpy. I know it's kind of weird. I'm not really used to talking videos as much, but yeah, I'm just yeah okay. Hey guys, it's Amethyst. This is kind of an unusual video. It's kind of like out of nowhere. I was planning on making a different video, like a Vocaloid, like an MMD video, like, cause I was planning on to making one in tribute to Wowaka. I think that's how you pronounce it, because I found out like a month ago that he kind of died due to heart failure, and like I kind of I listened to one of his songs and I didn't necessarily know him until like the news that he died, and I was planning on figuring out how I was gonna make a tribute video, but so I don't know, I'm kind of late with that, plus school and other stuff. I just don't really have time. But I'm kind of making this a recorded video. This is why it's kind of unusual, because I kind of just found out about what I'm going to talk about, and as you can probably tell, I'm kind of still awkward talking into the mic by myself. Like, I don't know, I'm just still not, since I've been like absent from YouTube for a period of time, I've kind of just been uploading videos but that don't really have my voice in it, because I kind of like lost confidence in like talking, just having my voice in videos, so I'm kind of have to try to get used to it. But I kind of wanted to make a video like kind of like have my voice and just talk about what I feel, because I kind of just found out just this just like I think about a half an hour ago, I just found out about like this couple who pretty much was streaming and bullied another person, like another girl, and I kind of just wanted to talk about it because it just made my blood boil. Like I was pretty much shaking in anxiety because I was just so mad, and it kind of just made me want to talk about the other things that I kind of have certain views on, because it kind of happens like not just in the art community but in like other communities such as like FNAF. I've noticed like drama, like I think about a week ago, regarding two artists on Instagram fighting over a piece of artwork. I don't know, because I know I've seen these things happen, and I think that this incident that I just found out about just kind of got me wanting to talk about like stuff like this, because I think it's kind of like important to, I guess, recognize and try to work against and try to make things better on it. So I'm not going to really talk about the whole situation and as a whole. I'll just leave links to videos who pretty much explain the situation in full, because I mean, I think they do a really good, like a better job, like at explaining the situation than I am. So I'm just going to really put my in how I feel about it and talk about like things that like certain things in communities that I'm part of. So yeah, I'm just going to get started. Yeah. So what I watched when I was watching these videos that I'm gonna put in the description, I pretty much kind of was pretty much upset. And when one of the videos showed the girl, I think, okay, Neko Dream TV, I think her name is called. Like when I watched the clip where she pretty much was finding out what has happened on her stream, I pretty much teared up as she found out, because it's like really painful. It's like really painful to find out that a group of people on any social media just trashing your art, it you it's like just so shitty because they it's like very unacceptable, and it's just so fucking stupid because number one, they're older than her, and as like adults, like you guys should know better, like, but unfortunately in society's day, it's like not every adult seems to understand how to treat people with respect, and it also happens within my age group and age groups younger than me. And I feel like as a society we fail to teach like kids and people how to interact effectively with each other, because I've only been on social media for like about a year now, like a little over a year now. But and what I've noticed, like there are so many people like going after each other, saying this, and that, creating drama, fighting over art pieces, not really appreciating each other. And also there's times where I've seen people who have a large following but barely any one of their followers really participate. And I was like, what's going on here? Like, why isn't people trying to support each other? And that's the question you guys have to ask yourselves, is because I feel like we as a community, not just the art community, but vocal like community, FNAF community, any community you can find, there's always going to be this type of, I don't know, like separation. Like there's going to be these, like a sense that, sorry. Like a sense that, like there doesn't seem, I don't know how to word it, but like it's kind of, I kind of noticed these things, and I just wanted to talk about these things because it's just really sad to see people just disrespect each other, and I just wanted to say that, oh my god, like, I don't know, I just wanted to give my views on this. So basically, to to Kun0, I think it's pronounced, and his girlfriend, basically, you guys are really shitty people. Like, basically, fuck you. Like, what makes you think that it's okay to just go and bully a person that you don't even know, and just started insulting her and her art, and she's been trying really, really hard. Like for me, I've been doing art for as long as I can remember. I've been drawing since I was a little kid, but I've only gotten into digital art fairly recently, like a couple of years ago, and then like I've been on social media for like a year. So not only am I kind of still new to digital art, but I'm also new to social media still. And with all things that you first are exposed to and you want to try it out, it's not going to be perfect. You're not going to know everything. It's going it's not going to be the best, is what I'm trying to say. It's like over time your art's going to get better. And his girlfriend is basically insulting her just because her art is bad, quote unquote, and that she has more followers. And it's like, who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck about that? Because it's just, it's okay if you feel jealous. Jealousy, it's okay to have some feelings of jealousy as long as you handle it appropriately. There's some people, even I get jealous sometimes, especially when you're putting so much effort into your work, and if you feel like you're not really getting as much feedback or recognition, you kind of get stuck or jealous, and it's okay, it's fine, as long as you try to talk about your feelings in a healthy manner. But there's always a limit to everything, and if you think you could just take out your jealousy and turn it into hate to this girl who doesn't even know you, that's real bullshit. That's just complete shit. I mean, I mean, I see, like, just like with, that's mentioned in one of the other videos I'm going to link. It's like, this happens pretty much often, but it doesn't normally, gets noticed as much as this incident. And it's like, it doesn't happen in just your community, it happens pretty much in any community that you've seen in. And I've noticed it a lot in the FNAF community. There's so many toxic people in the FNAF community. Not saying that there's some people who are actually nice and try to support one another, but there are some absolute assholes in the FNAF community. And I personally have experienced a couple of assholes from that community. And I'm just wondering, like, why is it that such a fandom like this would attract so many people who just don't know how to doesn't know how to respect each other. And I'm feeling like I'm seeing it into a specific section of the community with the kawaii stuff and things like that. I've noticed so far, like, in the, like, 3 times, I believe, from that section of that community where artists just seem to want to fight over designs or ideas, claiming that it's theirs when it's just stupid. It's like, why can't we just learn how to, number one, not use social media to bring up shit that other people don't really have business being into? Number two, why can't we just seem to communicate with each other in a healthy manner? Like, I mean, like, it's just ridiculous that time and time again I see people who just want to create fuss for nothing, or just can't seem to handle their emotions responsibly. And it makes me think, well, what are we doing as a community to prevent things like this? What are we doing as a human race to teach ourselves and our younger and future generations how to work with each other correctly? Because it's like, pretty much, I'm pretty sure, like, in everyone's life, you're going to see things like this. Yes, I get it. But, like, in my particular instance, I feel like I see it a lot, and I don't know if I'm just prone to seeing it, or stuff like this seem to happen to me. It's like, everywhere I go, there's always going to be people who are assholes. And even with my own personal life, like, it's like, even with my own 2 parents, especially, it's like, I just question, at pretty much from a young age, I pretty much don't understand why people have to be complete assholes to each other. Like, I don't understand what's the point in fighting when it's not going to really get you anywhere. And especially if 1 or 2 people can't seem to really work out their differences and compromise, it just never works. It never works. And also, like, just to the to Kun0, and I guess I've heard that he broke up with his girlfriend or something, just to Kun0 and that girl, like, imagine, like, you don't know this person, you don't know her, and you're calling her autistic and stuff like that. Well, number one, what if she was? And you can't just use that as an insult. That's a medical condition that people have. And just because you're autistic doesn't mean that you're not worthwhile, that you're not special. I mean, there are people that I know that have some form of autism, and there are really, really great people, and they have such interesting things to say. You can't just be like that. You can't just be one-sided and just be closed-minded to things like that, because it's not right. It's not fair. And what if she doesn't have autism, but what if she has anxiety? What if she has depression? God forbid that after that period that I saw on her YouTube channel that she might have committed suicide. God forbid that. I looked at her Twitter and she's fine, she's posting. But what if the outcome was different? What if she actually had some type of mental illness like depression or anxiety or some other mental illness, feels bad, and then what if she just left us a few days later? What if she completely gave up and just killed herself a few days later? What could have, how would you feel then? You have to think about these things. You can't be so, number one, selfish. You can't be so, it's just disgusting. And it's like, why the fuck would anyone have the audacity to just say things like that? And then after it got blown up, he just realizes, oh, I'm going to make a apology. Well, number one, shut the fuck up. You already made a big, giant mistake. You've already made everyone pretty much attack you, pretty much go after you and your ex-girlfriend. And, like, now you want to apologize? Well, number one, first, you shouldn't have said that shit in the first place. And third of all, and you can't just say an apology on stream or on a YouTube video, stuff like that. No. The best apology first comes with, are you feeling is it genuine? Do you really feel bad about what you said? And if so, you would make it an effort to come to her, to the girl, Neko Dream TV, personally, like DM her, like send her a private message, like something like PM her, a private message her, or do something special for her. And it has to be out of genuine feelings. It can't just be, oh, I got so much backlash, I'm just gonna say sorry. And no. No one's gonna believe it, and no one does. It's like, things like that just keep happening times and times again. And with these types of apologies, quote unquote, it's like, it's not going to work. That's not how it works. Because you shouldn't have said it in the first place. And if you really did feel bad about what you did, you would have came to her personally. And it makes me feel completely upset because she's a really nice girl and she is trying her hardest. She doesn't care about fame. She only cares about sharing her art, having fun with it, etc., etc. I don't think she cares about how much followers she has. I mean, I'm sure she's grateful about the amount of followers and the support she's getting throughout for so far that she's been doing it. But I don't think she cares about how popular she is. And one of the videos that I will link, it talks, you can't just get so caught up in this popularity sense. I've noticed that it's like nowadays people just fight and compete with each other instead of really, like, just create original content, like just being it just for the fun, just being it just for the community itself and not just for popularity. Like, I'll just give an example, like PewDiePie versus T-Series, the spot for the number one most subscribed. I don't know, like, I know PewDiePie have been on number one for a long time, but like, why is it such a big deal that he stay at the top? I mean, I'm not trying to spread hate or anything, but why is it a big deal that so many people just care about competing with each other instead of trying to make a bigger, like, strengthening their community? Because even with YouTube, with the amount of stupid policies it has, it's like from 2010 to now, I remember YouTube not being so, I don't know, like this. In 2010, like, I felt like the communities that I was in was a lot stronger than what it was now, especially the Minecraft community, because I came into social media pretty much through the Minecraft community, because as a young kid, like, I mean, before I didn't like Minecraft, but after being introduced by it, like, I pretty much came into the light of social media through it, and I pretty much kind of gotten inspired to make videos because of it. And now it's like that same support in the communities that I'm in now, it's like it's like no longer there, or it's like very little. It's not as strong as what I used to. And then again, I want to talk about another thing about the Vocaloid community. I mean, I haven't seen anything bad about it, but like I said at the beginning, I wanted to make a tribute to a producer named Wowaka. I don't know if I'm pronouncing his name right. Sorry if I butchered it in any way. But, like, when I found out that he died, like, a month ago, and because I already listened to one of his songs called Rolling Girl, it was like one of my favorite songs, but after learning about he died, and I kind of found out the reason why he left the Vocaloid community is pretty much because people like cared more about Miku's voice than the producer, the maker of the videos himself, like not really appreciating like himself. And I just want to say that number one, not only are you doing a little bit of disservice to Miku, but you're also just doing a whole bunch of disservice to Waka, because isn't the isn't Vocaloid not just about Miku? Is it just about creating songs and making and sharing out messages and stuff like that? I mean, why, like, I don't get it. Like, how could you just completely not just gloss over the message that a person is trying to convey? What if, like, how can you just gloss over that and only care about one specific thing? So, like, I'll give an example. Like, say a person makes like a whole bunch of videos, but one of those videos they make, or maybe MMD videos, or Minecraft videos, or other gaming videos, or craft videos, and stuff like that. And the person is trying to convey a specific message or a goal, and a lot of followers, they don't really appreciate the maker of the video. They only care about the cute little thing, like the content, like not the content, but like a specific content they make. Oh, like, I only follow this person because they make Minecraft videos, or I only follow this person because of this or that, and not really like them because of their personality, what they do, their hard work, just that specific thing. And that's kind of hurtful, because they would put so much effort and time into making these videos, and to find out that none of their followers really appreciate them for who they are, and don't really fully appreciate their stuff. It's really hurtful. And his last song that he made before he died, it pretty much conveys that message. I'll also link it in the description below too, because it really conveys that frustration that you try to convey a message, whatever form you decide to convey it with, and just have people not really see the message. It's just totally glossed over. Like, no one notices it, and it's sad. And it's really sad that Waka died because without died, and knowing that most of his work probably wasn't fully appreciated. And I just want to say to really take the time, whatever person you follow, it don't matter what you like, just really doesn't matter who you follow. If you really, really, truly appreciate the person, like, go on whatever social media they have and truly appreciate them, thank them, compliment other stuff, like, just really show how much you appreciate them, because you never know, one day they could be here smiling, laughing, and the other time, and one day they could completely be gone from this earth. And you should really try to take the time to appreciate everyone that you come across, and like your friends, your family, anyone, because you never know. And you should just really you should really go out and try to build each other up. Like, not in every community, try to build each other up and try to support each other, help each other improve, help each other, like, just share awesome moments with each other, because it's really sad to see that everyone nowadays just cares about popularity and just wants to keep that spot, and they just look down on smaller the smaller communities or smaller people who are just trying their best, and they just mock at them. And I feel like YouTube is the same, because especially with its copyright policies and claiming issues, it's like some of the reasons why certain channels get demonetized are kind of stupid. And especially when it comes to fair use, I remember one drama between two creators, and YouTube, the way of handling when it comes to like claims and stuff, it was pretty stupid. It was really stupid. And YouTube doesn't, it seems like YouTube is not really making an effort. It seems like it's more care about making money and pleasing whoever they're trying to reach out to, maybe businesses or people who have ads or stuff like that. And it's kind of stupid that they're not trying to help out the community, especially small creators. And it's just, it's kind of why I kind of don't want to monetize my channel if I ever get that many followers, because even though that extra money would probably be nice, I mean, number one, who wants to waste 30 seconds of their time watching a stupid ad? An ad that possibly might be inappropriate to watch, because I know I saw some inappropriate ads on YouTube, and even though I'm kind of older, it's like, why would you show that? But it's just now it's just a time of competition and not a time of growth. It's not a time of improvement. No one's doing their best to try to help each other out and give each other tips on how to improve themselves, and like as an artist or as content creator, as whatever they are, and as a person. So I just really am upset, and I give my full support to not only just the girl who was bullied, but to anyone who is struggling with this type of situation, anyone who's struggling to get their work out there and try to connect with people. It's like really, really, really sad to see things that happen. And before I forget, I also wanted to expand on the issue of just learning how to just appreciate one's art and just accept it for who it is. I mean, because I know there have been instances where I see, because I'm also an Aphmau fan, and I also wanted to talk about this too, because I know I know a lot of people watch Aphmau, and I know she did a stream about Mincraft Diaries and a bunch of nostalgia, and also some of her reasons why it kind of went on a hiatus. And I just wanted to put my opinion and views on there. It's like because things like that happen to other creators too. It's like, especially since they're younger kids, it's like first of all, it's not your content, okay? If you want to create something, you create it in your image, like for the people who watch it. Like if you don't like something about this certain series that someone is making, well, sure, you can try to give constructive criticism, but you can't force it onto them like they have to, because it's not really yours. Like, you can't just force someone to do something that they're not comfortable doing or what they don't really intend on doing, because it's not yours, and they already have a goal of where that type of content wants to head towards. And the problem is, it's like I said earlier, it's like we fail to teach people how to be considerate and mindful of other people. And it's like people just want to just be inconsiderate and hurtful. And with what happened with like Aphmau, it's like because of that ship war between Garmau and Garmau and with Aaron, stuff like that, it's like people just don't know how to respect and realize that it's what she wants and not what you want. And the other thing too is like she plays a part in it too. I mean, when I remember watching Aphmau, she never really made much videos on her feelings on the issue. Like maybe like I only remember one video she was talking about, or maybe two, I think, but it wasn't a lot of videos where she would just voice her opinion about certain issues. And I know sometimes it's hard to really speak your mind. I get it. It comes from experience. It's really hard to express yourself, but it's really important to set boundaries and let people know what you accept and what you don't accept. And I think that's the problem with her, because not only did she not really talk about her feelings, because I feel like she waited too long to voice her feelings about the whole thing, because as an adult, she's a mom too. I mean, and these are like younger kids. I mean, the same values that she puts in her kids, I feel like she could probably do that with her followers. Like, let them know what she accepts, what she doesn't accept, remind them on how to be considerate and stuff like that. Because I don't remember her doing things like this, like talking her opinion. And the same thing when she was going to do an episode rework of either Minecraft Diaries or My Street. She chose My Street because of the votes. It's like I don't think she took into consideration that the fans are going to fight over it. I mean, I don't think she really took that into consideration. Of course, she posted about it, but I feel like she hasn't really set boundaries. I mean, I feel like maybe on Twitter she might have, but I don't think she really set boundaries on YouTube. And I feel like that's part of the problem. Now, I know sometimes it's really hard to set boundaries. I know all of it's hard, but you gotta know, like, what, I don't know, it's kind of hard, but like, you gotta learn how to protect yourself. You gotta know how to protect yourself, and you gotta, you know, I don't know how to, and my voice is, you just gotta learn how to set certain boundaries and let people know of the message you're trying to say. I think, I don't know, it's kind of, this video is kind of like all over the place. It's not scripted. Like I said, it's kind of like unusual because I just wanted to voice my opinion on of all the communities that I'm in. I just wanted to just voice my concerns and my feelings on it, because I noticed that just people just don't know how to appreciate, just don't know how to accept, they don't know how to really criticize correctly. They just love to force. And I think what I've noticed is that it's just, people are just so close-minded. They're so opinionated. They just seem to have an urge to force their opinions and just be aggressive. And it's just fucking stupid. It's like really shitty that to see so many people just want to have it their own way and not accept that people think differently, they have different goals, and not everything has to be your way. Not everything has to be like how you see it, and not everything, like, and you can't just, like, you just have to appreciate all the content creators that you follow, and you can't just follow just because of this and that. You should follow them just for not only their content, but for them as a person. And with this situation that I just found out, it just it just reminds me that I need to do a better job trying to interact with others, because the problem with me is there will be times where I just won't be active on a social media or even a game, and I'll just be in this kind of, I'll just be socially withdrawing. And I find it very hard to interact with people, especially since I'm still new to social media, but I have to keep reminding myself that I need to make something and I need to interact with something. And with this, it just makes me more determined to try and support all the people that I follow as much as I can. And I follow a lot of people, so I know it's going to be hard, and especially for people who do follow a lot of people, it's kind of hard to catch up with everything people that you follow. But as long as you make an effort, even if it's just a small effort, as long as you're trying, it's very much appreciated. So yeah, basically this video is just my feelings on people who just don't seem to appreciate fully of content creators, and they either like, and also not those people, and also people who are content creators who just seem to have popularity stuck in their head. It's just really sad that in these communities it's just nothing but chaos. Not completely, but it's just bickering, fighting, not a lot of love and support. And that's why I wanted to give out this video, because I feel like too many of these things happen and not much of it gets recognized. And I feel like we as a community as a whole, and not just art, not just Vocaloid, not just FNAF, not even Minecraft, not even, it may possibly even school, maybe in real life. Like, we just need to do a better job picking each other up and lending each other a hand and helping each other out and allowing us to grow. And I feel we need to do, each and every one of us has a responsibility to really support each other, not just on social media, but as in real life as well. Because also in real life, I noticed that there's a lot of competition out there, and especially with colleges too. There's just so much competition, and they don't really, as much as they teach you a lot of information, they don't really help you in the real world. They just stuff information in your brain. But that would probably be another rant for another time. Probably a long time. Probably when I get pissed off, and then yeah. So yeah, it's really, I just wanted to voice my opinion on it, and I'm just gonna try and be more active. I don't know how I'm gonna do it because of like school and everything, and it's just a lot of things going on, but like, yeah, I just wanted to voice my opinion on it. Sorry that this video is kind of unusual and then I'm just like all over the place because I haven't done like videos like this. I haven't really done much videos like this, and plus I haven't really been talking in a video in a long time. And I know it's gonna be kind of, I'll probably have to get used to it again. But yeah, I just wanted to voice out my opinions out there. I don't mean like if like I just wanted to voice my opinions, like just no hate or anything. Like I just wanted to voice my concerns and things like that. And yeah, and also I just give my support to DreamNekoTV and any other person who is dealing with this. No one should ever have to deal with this, especially when they're starting out, especially when they're trying their hardest, because I know how hard that is to try to do something, or you do something, or you have an idea and stuff like that, or you feel a certain way about your art, and like you feel bad about your art, or something like that, and just have another person just come and like talk trash about it, or not just your art but other things, like just talk trash about you and your art is feeling bad, stuff like that. Yeah, it just really feels bad, and I speak from experience. It really does feel bad. So yeah, I just hope you guys having a wonderful day. Just be snaily as always. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Bye.